What's up, Amazon sellers? If you are struggling for time, maybe you've got too many sourcing VAs and too many deals coming in, what do you need? Well, a purchasing manager could be the answer to all your problems. Don't worry, today we are going to go through everything you need to know about what is a purchasing manager. Now, quite simply, this is a 3-part mini-series of videos that I'm putting together about purchasing managers to help you in your Amazon business. So stay tuned. Right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson and I've been selling on Amazon now for about 4 years doing online arbitrage. And quite simply, I also like to travel, and right now I'm in Cancun in Mexico and I'm actually in my hotel room. So please excuse the bed in the background. This is just where I chose to film tonight. Hopefully you can come join me too. But enough of me, let's start into the content and tell you what we're going to go through now. Okay, so today we are going to go through number 1, what is a purchasing manager? Number 2, I'm going to talk about how a purchasing manager is different to a sourcing VA. Number 3, I'm going to talk about the tasks that a purchasing manager does, in particular in my business. Number 4, I'm going to talk about how a purchasing manager adds value to your business. 5, I'm going to talk about when you should hire a purchasing manager. When is the right time in your business to do that? Let's get into it now. Okay, so first things first, what is a purchasing manager? Well, quite simply, in my business and where we supported other businesses doing exactly the same setup or structure that I have in mind, is quite simply a purchasing manager is exactly what it says on the tin. A purchasing manager will be a VA who, number 1, does the purchasing, hence purchasing manager. Now, they will do purchasing within your business, buying stock from your suppliers, obviously getting it shipped to where it needs to be, making sure that you're having a consistent supply of new stock being purchased within your business. Now, number 2, purchasing manager. Number 2 is the managing element. They are going to be managing your team, managing the deal sources, where the deal is coming from, to ensure they've got adequate supply, and not only they're getting it, but also as well giving feedback to your team or the sources to tell them what needs to improve. So quite simply, 2 things a purchasing manager does. Number 1, physically purchases stock, and then number 2, manages that team. Quick question for you, if you guys want a purchasing manager, or you're looking at even starting getting a purchasing manager, drop a comment down below. I'm really interested to see if it's something that you think you'd like in your business. Let me know in the comments down below. Just put simply yes or hashtag purchasing manager. Obviously, I'm really interested to see how many people are interested, and hey, if we get a lot, maybe we'll create a service that's going to help you out doing this as well. Second question, how is a purchasing manager different to a sourcing VA? Well, quite simply, the name says it all. A sourcing VA will be a person who finds deals, goes out and finds the deals that you need for your business, maybe looking for new deals, maybe looking through certain suppliers, maybe even looking for certain categories, doing certain sourcing methodologies. Now, your purchasing manager is going to be the person who buys those deals. So you've got one person who finds deals, sourcing VA, and then another person who physically buys them. Now, normally in most businesses, that'll be you, you're the one buying. But when you grow, and with me, I've got 4 sourcing VAs. I actually have one person who just buys all their deals. Now, quite simply, a purchasing manager, like I said before, does the purchasing, buys them, and then in addition to that, what they'll do is also manage those sourcing VAs. Why? Because the person who's doing the purchasing understands what's working, what's not, what stores maybe they're getting more from, maybe how many baskets they need to create, where they need, I need another deal from this supplier, my basket isn't big enough, then quite simply, they're going to feed that back to the sourcing VAs that is going to allow them to go and find more deals that the purchasing manager can buy. So quite simply, your purchasing manager is purchasing, buying, managing your team. Sourcing VAs, they are the ones going out there finding the deals. So you might just be asking, I've talked about sourcing VAs, I've talked about purchasing managers. Now, this is a video for a 3-part mini-series. We're going to go through all about purchasing managers to help you understand what you need to know. Now, quite simply, what we always recommend is to get one of your sourcing VAs, promote them up to purchasing manager. I won't go into the details, we'll explain that in that video, but quite simply, it always means you should have a sourcing VA first before you have a purchasing manager. Now, what does this mean? You want to have someone in your business who is finding deals, sourcing deals. This is where FastTrackFBA can come in and really help you with finding the right person for your Amazon business to find those deals and train them up to the standard that they need to be, and also make sure they stay in your business and obviously keep all the information they're finding confidential. With us in the FastTrackFBA VA Academy, we've been doing this all year long. We have multiple clients who've come back all the time for a VA. And if you are looking for a manual sourcing VA who can analyze deals, understand what's going on, and you get full support from us for a full 12 weeks after the VA starts on site with you, then have a look down below. I'll drop a link to the FastTrackFBA VA Academy where we can train a virtual assistant for you to help scale your Amazon business. Okay, so the third thing we're going to talk about is what are the tasks that a purchasing manager might do. Now, quite simply, my purchasing manager does a lot, and I mean one hell of a lot. He pretty much manages the entire business. I support him, I talk to him, and we have those conversations about what needs to go on, but he will manage the rest of the team. So pretty much, he is my point man, the go-to guy. He manages everything. And that is what they do. But let's break it down into a little bit more step by step and explain what they actually do. So first things first, remember we've talked about you've got sourcing VAs, you've got deals coming in. Now your purchasing manager is going to be doing analysis on those deals. Obviously your sourcing VAs, they have checked the deals, they've made sure they've met your criteria. But your purchasing manager is going to double check them. They will make sure that they are exactly what they want, and they're going to weigh up if they think they agree with what the sourcing VA says or they're not. So quite simply, number one, they're going to be analyzing deals to your standard required in your business. Number two, quite simply, once they've analyzed the deal and they're happy and it meets the requirement, they're going to do the part of the analysis, how many should they buy? So they're going to do how many should they quantifiably buy in that deal? Does it meet the metrics? So number two, how many units should they buy? So number three, not only do they understand how many you need to buy, but they'll obviously physically purchase the stock. So they'll be using credit cards, like mine uses Amex, Capital and Tap. They're the credit cards that we use. And also as well, they'll be choosing which cashback provider they want to purchase or use that purchase as well. Maximizing the bonus points. The cashback is key to really helping your business earn that extra money. So number three, physically buying the stock and obviously getting it shipped to your warehouse or your house, wherever it's going to. Number four, they are also going to be managing. Now, purchasing manager, they are managing your team and managing your sourcing VAs, managing the operation of the whole business to ensure that it's aligned with the ultimate goal, which is buying more stock, which in turn makes more profits or more revenue, which then makes more profits. And that leads me quite nicely onto number five. They will be in charge, supporting, maybe even working with your sourcing VAs to do things like repricing, clearing down dead stocks, learning from what is working in your business and also as well what is not. So my purchasing manager, along with my sourcing VAs, actually will be doing repricing within our business to ensure that stock is always turning, getting the most of it, and getting that value for money, driving the revenue, making the more profit within our business. That's the five things that my purchasing manager does within my business. Okay, number four, how does a purchasing manager add value to your business? Well, quite simply, just by telling you what they do in your business, you should already be saying, this is what I want. My God, this sounds perfect, exactly what I'm after. So quite simply, how do they add value to your business? Number one, they save you time. They are physically buying the stock. They are making sure that all the cashback is correct. They are keeping track of everything, getting that stock purchased, because my God, that is a time-consuming process. And number two, they are also managing your team, managing your sourcing VAs. They are the point man, the go-to guy. So quite simply, in my business, what do I deal with? I deal with my purchasing manager. That is it. I have the conversations with my purchasing manager. Then my purchasing manager does everything else thereafterwards. So working with my sourcing VAs and even my admin assistant, really growing my business. But they are the one person I speak to because they manage the whole business. And that just frees up time for me and makes me, hey, I can come here and enjoy Cancun, maybe a bit of time on the beach. Okay, so point five, when should you hire a purchasing manager? And the answer is, it's not. You should never actually hire a purchasing manager. And I really discourage anyone from physically hiring a purchasing manager. Why? Because quite simply, your business is unique to you. You understand it. The deal criteria that you buy might be slightly different to what I buy, even though we might both do £3 profit, 30% ROI. How many you buy quantity is going to be different to my quantities. And you know what? It's your business. No one can come in and just understand what you do if you just hire. So quite simply, what do I recommend instead of hiring? I recommend promoting. promoting someone into the purchasing manager role. Now, quite simply, you've probably got a sourcing VA within your business already who is smashing it. They really understand the deals. They give you great quality deals. That is the person that you want to promote. You don't want to hire someone in who actually doesn't understand your business and is going to go and spend £10,000, £20,000 on dead stocks, bad items. So promotion, don't hire. Now, the question you might be asking is that is what you need to do, but when? When should you be actually doing this? Well, quite simply, what I'd say is whenever someone doesn't have time. Now, quite simply, they might have sourcing VAs, they might have deal sheets, and the biggest problem they have, they just don't have enough time to buy all the deals. They've got the deals coming in, they've got money coming in, they've got both of them, but they don't have the time to physically make this happen, and their business is suffering as a result. What should they do? They should look to promote a purchasing manager and go through that road. That process is going to be key to you scaling your business, making it bigger, and actually allowing it to run and grow without you. And that is what I've managed to achieve with my business and a lot of people we've worked with by having, number one, great sourcing VAs, and then number two, promoting one of them into a purchasing manager role, which we'll go through as part of this mini series on how to do it. That's going to be video number 3. It's going to help you out in your process of thinking about getting a purchasing manager and, you know what, scaling your Amazon business. Right, that is pretty much it from me today in this mini series. Now remember, this is the first part of a 3-part mini series. We're going to be talking about the next one is going to be the dangers and the things you need to be aware of in regards to a purchasing manager. And then finally, the third one is going to be how to actually do it. We're going to walk through that step by step with you. So if you've liked this content, be sure to give me a thumbs up, and hey, hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified of part 2 and part 3 of this mini series the moment it comes out. But what I will do also as well is I'll drop a link around here to the second part of this mini series about the dangers and things you need to be aware of in regards to hiring and promoting a purchasing manager. So stay tuned. But for me, Thomas Parkinson here in Cancun, have a great day. Thank you very much.